Greetings, fellow traders, and welcome to the Art of Technical Analysis. Before we begin, I want to state a disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Everything we discuss on this channel is pure for educational purposes only. My name is Brian Santos, and I will teach you to do proper technical analysis with as results that you will be able to do your own due diligence, like most traders would tell you. So today we're gonna talk about Fibonacci tools, and before we do that, I want to explain first why we use Fibonacci tools. Well, because this is the golden number appears everywhere in the universe. Even our galaxy, the Milky Way, consists of this golden number. How do you get this golden number? Well, as I've already told you, on this moving average, the sequence 21, 34, 55, and 89. It's simple arithmetic. It's just adding up the last number with the previous sequence, and the total of that is the next number of the sequence. So when we start at 21, the previous number was 13, of course. So 13 plus 21 makes 34. 34 plus 21 makes 55, and so on. But now the golden number, how do we get that? Well, if you actually divide two of this sequence, like let me say 55 divided by 89, look what you get. 618. Alright, we have to round this up, and that means this is a 9, so this is going to become an 8. And as you can see, this everywhere this number somehow appears. Well, if I do this with 34 divided by 55, you will get the same answer, 618. You see, this is undeniable. You cannot deny this, that this is everywhere in the universe. You can see this on how plants branches, the proportion of our bodies and faces. As you might have heard before, that a trader is calling this a parabolic run. Oh, we got a parabolic run, look. Although I've also heard some of them saying afterwards, but I really don't believe in Fibonacci tools, in the Fibonacci retracement tool. Then I start getting really cringed, because you're actually debunking yourself. Look, I will show you how it actually works and why we draw trend waves. Because this is a parabol, right? This is a parabolic shape, which you can see here. And parabolic shapes tends to retrace back to the 618 golden number, as you can see here. With that having said, let's start explaining how we use the Fibonacci retracement. Here's a perfect example. First, start at the lowest point, hence at the highest point. So here, I'm gonna extend this, and now you can see that the price, look, it retraced towards the 618 golden number, or some might like to call it the golden pocket. retracing to this number is it almost always happens. However, finding support here is not always the same. That doesn't always happen, like in this case. It actually found support here, but this could also just like broke through here, like it actually did, but I believe this is just standard deviation. Anyways, let me show you the other way around. So when we need to extend the Fibonacci instead of retracing, because as you can see here, this is an inverted parabolic shape. So what can we do? Instead of starting at the bottom, we're gonna start at the top, and I'm using the wick in this case, because we want to see the whole data. And would you look at that? It actually retraced perfectly and found support resistance perfectly here at the 618 level. Ain't that remarkable? You could also use this as an extra way of making your prediction pattern, as you've learned in level 2, even more accurate, or give you more confirmation that this is going to happen. So we're gonna start at the bottom, the lowest point to the highest point, and would you look at that? This parabolic run, a small parabolic run, retrace to the 618 level, although it went through. See that? So I've only used this as confirmation. Why? Because I'm already following the main trends. This is the main trend of the alpha pattern, right? The huge ass symmetrical triangle, or in this case a bullish pennant, and the other main trend, also another very strong trend. This is a very big pattern formation, and here we are following this main trend, right? So these are already very strong trends for me to follow. Actually, I would have I've shorted already from here, from this region, so it doesn't really matter to me, but it's okay to you know, you should always practice. I mean, we're using instruments, right? And you know what they say, practice makes perfect. So do it. Just do it. Alright. So probably this is gonna, as I am predicting anyways, this is probably gonna go down even more until it's found support at the main pattern. That's what I believe. You know what, this could also, like I'm suggesting here, that this pattern could break out from here. It's also possible, you know, retracing to the 618 or otherwise the 0.5, finds resistance there, and then, as I've told you before, once it doesn't happen always all the time, but most of the time when the price action broke through the resistance, the next thing that will happen is that this resistance becomes our support. So that's why I'm guessing it's gonna find support here and still go up. It's a possibility, although of course I'm hoping that it's gonna find support at the, you know, at the main support pattern, the symmetrical triangle, and then as you can see here, we are hoping that's going to break out here. And since the Bitcoin halving of 2020 is pretty much around the corner, I reckon that it's gonna find or bounce back up from this region, starting perhaps the new bull market, guys. Ending this market cycle, starting anew. We'll see. Well, let's continue with Fibonacci fans. In this case, Fibonacci speed resistance fans. Well, how I use this is pretty much like how I use the Fibonacci retracement. I do not always use this, same as this tool, because I'm only using this mostly as confirmation and not as main leading tool. Hence the reason why I've been teaching you guys on this explicit order. In my opinion, this is the pattern formations are already very strong way of analyzing the markets. And using more tools, you know, of course I can draw some more cool tools like harmonics or something, or Elliott waves, but if I do that, you can see that it's gonna become quite messy now. So I only use these other methods as extra confirmation when I really need it. Although most of the time I'm just drawing pattern formations, and of course using my indicators. It's the oscillator, and here's another one. Well, in the next video we'll be talking about, finally, ME1 and 2. So stay tuned for that, at least till next video. Well, thanks for watching. As always, like and subscribe, tick the little notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.